November, but today is election day right here in the city. In fact, voters will be selecting the next public advocate.
Yeah, there are more than a dozen candidates vying for your vote in the special election. So who are they and what does the public advocate do and why should you really care? Pix 11's Christian Benavides is live in Midwood, Brooklyn with the answers to those questions. But first of all, it doesn't seem like turnout has been very high as of yet today.
Yeah, Betty, good morning. And we are spending $15 million of taxpayer money on this special election. And I would speak to some people, but we've actually seen more people going in to use the library than to actually vote today. Now, we did get a chance to speak to Jumaane Williams, who is considered the front runner. He addressed some controversial reports that came out on the eve of Election Day. Jumaane Williams, considered the frontrunner in this year's special election for public advocate, was the first candidate to cast his ballot.
We got some orange craziness in the White House. We got to prevent from seeping into New York City. But we also have some people in New York City that we have to hold accountable as well.
Williams, who was endorsed by the New York Times, is also facing some scrutiny after the Daily News reported in 2009 Williams was arrested during an argument with his girlfriend, reporting some items were thrown during the fight. That record hadn't been public because the charges were eventually dropped.
Now, I'll let everybody make a decision on the political motivation. I thought it was an important topic. People had a right to ask questions, and we answered them.
There is a lot riding on today's special election for public advocates. A lot of money, at least. Taxpayers shelling out some $15 million to open the polls today. A lot of candidates, too. 17 in all, including 4 sitting council members, a former council speaker, 4 members of the state assembly, and 8 other lawyers, community activists, and educators. So you would imagine there would be a lot of interest in voting today, too. Right?
Do you know what the public advocate in New York does?
Nope, I do not know.
No.
Not really.
I would assume that they advocate for the public.
Do you know who's running for public advocate right now?
I do not.
No.
No idea.
Nope.
Still, the candidates are looking to replace newly elected State Attorney General Letitia James. Whoever does win this costly election for a position without defined responsibilities and with a $3.5 million budget does need to run again if they want to serve longer than a year at least. That is because in September there will be a primary and in November a general election to fill the same position again. Do you think it was worth spending $15 million to hold this special election?
I don't know that it's worth the money we're spending to have 2 elections in a span of just a few months.
So the public advocate is also next in line to the mayor's office should something happen to the mayor. And it's important to highlight that Mayor Bill de Blasio has not ruled out running in the 2020 presidential race. Still not a lot of turnout for a very important election. We're live in Brooklyn this morning. I'm Christian Benavides, Pix 11 News.
All right, Christiana, looks like there's still some time, though. We can be hopeful that turnout will increase throughout the day. Thank you. So Democrats, they are set to